What's up, guys, and welcome back to EBFG TV. We are live from Houston, Texas for season 2 of this wonderful YouTube channel that we like to call EBFG TV.
Yeah.
Ryan, Sounders' first match, the champions' first match against the Houston Dynamo tonight. What do you expect?
It's tough to say. I didn't watch much of preseason, so I haven't seen a lot about the team. I mean, we kind of know who the lineup's going to be-ish for the most part.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting one. I want to see Will Bruin score so bad.
I want to see Bruin score so bad. I don't even care if he celebrates. I don't care if he doesn't celebrate. I just want to see him score because I think it'd be super funny. It's always funny.
See him score, run in front of their supporter section and take a bow.
Like, not even a bow. Just kind of stand there. Just kind of.
That'd be great.
Just, yeah. Let's do predictions. Since we never did a proper match preview video, our apologies. Let's do predictions. Go.
I'm going to say 3-1 Sounders.
Oh, 3-1, that's bold. It's a tough place to play. We've never won here. So I'm gonna go 2-1. I think we'll get that late goal that we always seem to get here, but it's gonna be a winner instead of a equalizer.
Chad Marshall tap in from the 3 yards.
Maybe, or maybe like a Will Bruin bicycle kick from 35 yards out. We don't know. Anything can happen. Welcome back to the MLS. I'm excited. Are you excited?
I am so excited. I've been waiting. What seems like, I know it was only, what, 3 months ago?
Yeah, not even.
Final match?
Yeah,
it seems like 6 months, a year, something crazy.
For sure.
So I'm just ready to go.
Well, we'll see you inside the ground.
I hope not. I hope Dallas wins. Oh, really? But I think it'll be them. They're good. Is this a place again? Starting in the midfield is Christian Roldan. Also in the midfield, the heart of the Sounders, Mr. Osvaldo Alonso. Also starting in the left midfield as the left winger is Uruguayan Nicolas Lodero. And third from the long absence is the Texan himself, Mr. Clint Dempsey. And then you have Mr. Flaco Fernandez. I love starting up top. The whole thing. Jordan Moore.
Taking the pitch for tonight's match, please welcome your Houston Dynamo!
Quick match review, not preview, review.
Not great.
Yeah, not great at all. As most of you know, who probably watched the game, Sounders lose 2-1 to Houston.
Which was probably a generous result.
It was generous, and I thought we actually did pretty good to get a goal. It kind of fell into our lap, so to speak. Fell into Clint Dempsey's lap, and he
almost managed to get the second too, which would have just been wild.
I mean, honestly, a point tonight would have been probably undeserved. I mean,
completely undeserved.
There's been a few times, the last couple times in Houston, where we've drawn late, where we've deserved a point and eventually got it. But tonight, I don't think that performance deserved a point. It was bad.
Probably a fair result.
In a word, I just thought the offense was very boring and slow and
they were
standing still a lot. There was a lot of cardboard cutouts on the field replacing Sounders attackers. The defense did a better job in the second half.
Definitely.
That
one guy with the pink hair or whatever it was though, or
whoever scored the second goal.
That guy was just tearing up our right side.
That was insane. Jovan Jones, I think, is my man of the match.
I would agree
both
with that.
defensively and offensively. He had a couple really good defensive plays. and a couple awesome runs going forward in both halves.
Some great little skill moves around.
Yeah, for sure. Really controlling the ball.
Yeah,
and keeping it at his feet, which was great. But again, I feel Jovan Jones was great, but I feel like other than that, our best player on the pitch was Stefan Frei.
Followed probably closely by Roldan.
Yeah, and if your goalie is your second best player on the night,
your goalie and your left back, yeah,
that's not too great.
Good.
A defensive midfielder, it's not great. But yeah, I think Frei saved us from being flat out embarrassed.
Oh, I mean, we could have been down by 3 or 4.
Yeah, flat out embarrassed in Houston, which it would have been to lose by 3 or 4 goals.
Yeah.
Maybe I expected too much.
I think we're still riding that high a little bit.
For sure, and I mean, the defending champions coming into Houston, their first game, I was expecting, maybe this is the time we finally get a win. Because as I said before the video, we've never won in Houston.
Even not getting a win, just kind of like a solid team
solid draw. I mean, but it was just blah. It was just blah. It was gross, and it's what sucks to me is that they didn't look like a team that's been training and playing for 2 months, and in some cases a little bit longer for the national team guys.
Well, and the part that kind of got to me was that the guys that were shutting down is guys that you usually don't see shutting down. Like Ozzy kind of fell apart. He kind of got it back in the second half a little bit. First half he was just out of it. Nico was just kind of, him and Clint weren't connecting, so I don't know what was going on there, but something just wasn't quite right. And it's you don't want to see your kind of big star-ish players shutting down like that.
I mean, we call them they're our DPs, so they're our biggest players on the field, and when your DPs aren't clicking like they probably should be, it's disheartening and it's disappointing to see. It's a disappointing result, but 33 games to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm certainly not worried about the season as a whole.
I'm not worried either. I am a little worried about next week, though, to be completely honest.
In Montreal?
In Montreal, because that's a heck of a road trip.
Yeah.
After already being on the road, I mean, we're going almost to the 2 furthest corners of the country in our first 2 weeks. We go to Houston and then to Montreal. So hopefully the team has a good week of training. I like to think Schmetzer kind of ripped them a new one in the locker room because they didn't look ready. They didn't look ready to play.
That's probably the best way to describe it.
They weren't ready for MLS play. They were ready. Looked like came out kind of for a preseason game. There was some really sloppy passes, I thought,
especially in the first
25
minutes.
And even some of the guys you don't really expect it from. I mean, there was a couple. Jordan Morris passed it straight to Dynamo players.
Yeah, I mean, he was being asked to do far too much. I think tonight I felt a little bad for him because he was making the runs and doing things that he was supposed to be, but we just couldn't get service to him.
And there's a couple times where he just got left on an island. I mean, the ball goes forward, he chases it, and he's near the corner flag with no one forward and 4 Dynamo player around him. So, disappointing result. It sucks. But 33 games to go. Yeah. Hopefully more. What did we play last year? 40, I think.
Was it that many? Oh, counting playoffs.
34 plus, playoffs. Yeah. Well, and then 2 CCL, but that was early. Yeah. But I mean, hopefully more than 33 games to go.
I'm not too worried. I think even if we kind of did the same thing next week in Montreal, that home opener is going to wake them up real quick.
It is. That's going to be an electric game. The atmosphere I think it's going to be pretty insane. Unveiling of the MLS Cup Championship banner, which is going to be awesome. I know they've already opened up. They haven't fully announced saying it's a full stadium game, but they've said they're opening up more seats. As the demand, as there's demand for seats, they open up new ones. So hopefully by the time it's all said and done and we kick off on March 19th, we're close to a full stadium game with 50,000 plus people, 60,000 plus people maybe. Because that's a big day for Seattle sports. We don't get to celebrate championships that often. The last one was the Seahawks in 2013,
Was it that long ago?
I always get confused because
I remember like it was yesterday.
I always get confused because like the season
overlaps the year.
Yeah, like they didn't win the 2013 Super Bowl. I think they won in 2014.
Oh, okay.
So
I get you.
So it's very confusing. So but the last time we got to celebrate a home opener as champions was in 2014 as the Seahawks, and so it's an exciting day for Seattle sports, and if you're watching this and you don't have tickets to the game, buy tickets. We're not an arm of, we're not like an arm of the club.
We're not sponsored or anything.
We're just saying, hey, it's an exciting time.
You should be there if you can.
It's an exciting time to be a Seattle sports fan. It's going to be a lot of fun, and there's giveaways.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a good giveaway?
Kind of on that topic, just because a couple different people asked me this today. in a lot of sports, if you win the championship, your season opener is almost always going to be at home. Do you think it's a little odd that we're starting on like a 2-game road trip at Houston and Montreal of all places?
It is a little odd, and it's especially not 2 very good road trips. Like if we were opening up in like LA, or like
a Cascadia thing,
or like something like that. I feel like I wouldn't be near as mad about it as I am. But with that said, apparently there's some enhancements they're making to CenturyLink Field, which is why we didn't start at home. There's something happening. Who knows what? There's some. I think the official like news release said like upgrades, and that was back in December. So I honestly don't remember. But that's why we didn't start at home. And it is odd, and I don't like it because it's not fun starting on the road, especially when it's not fun when like the defending league champion, MLS Cup winner, has to start on the road against the team to finish bottom of the conference. It's not a slap in the face, but it's kind of sucks.
The result was
definitely a slap in the face, that's for sure. But yeah, it was it sucked. That's like the headline of the game. It sucked
pretty much
because it just plain and simple. Everything about it sucked except the weather, which wasn't that bad.
I kind of enjoyed that it was kind of cooler and rainy, and
it was one of the most like just kind of mild, temperate Sounders games I've been to in the last like 6 months, because obviously Toronto was super cold, Colorado was super cold and windy. Every home playoff game was rainy, like pouring rain almost the entire 90 minutes. So it was kind of nice for the rain. The rain stopped in Houston right before kickoff. It was just a nice temperate, cool temperature. It wasn't too bad at all. But yeah, results sucked. I think they'll bounce back next week. We're not to the point where they have to, luckily.
No, I mean,
it's you know, a solid road point in Montreal would go a long way, I think, just to build that confidence.
Just even a good
going into the home
opener.
Just a good effort. Just a good performance. Because today at halftime, there was no effort. It was dead. You could just see.
I mean, you could tell he kind of fired him up at halftime. They did come out a little sharper.
Yeah, and I talked about this after the game when we were eating. I felt like we had 2 good 10-minute spurts in each half.
Yeah.
Or like 1 10-minute spurt in each half, but other than that, we were just blah. And what sucks is that
pretty good way to put it.
What sucks is that I feel like both of their goals were avoidable, and at the same time, they could have scored 4 more. Fry stood on his head a couple times.
Yeah, there was some kind of last-ditch clearances by Roldan and Marshall and Torres, and
so disappointing result. It happens.
Not the end of the world.
Such is life. Yeah, it's only day 1 of the MLS season.
Yeah,
I'm glad it's back.
Oh, I mean, absolutely.
I feel good. It felt good tonight, like seeing him play again.
It did, and just seeing all the people, like seen a lot of the guys and gals,
a lot of the Heartland Horde and Bourbon Squad guys.
Yeah,
that we saw last year in Kansas City and went through that horrible, tragic, traumatic. Yeah, there you go. Whatever he said. It's late and I'm tired, but no, it's not how you want to start your season, but life isn't perfect.
It happens.
Last year wasn't how I wanted to start our season. For 6 months. So, it's day 1. I think this team's really good. I don't think we've...
on paper there.
I don't think we've regressed at all in the off season. I think we've progressed.
Yeah, I mean, I think you look position by position. I think there's been a couple minor downgrades in places, but then there's been some upgrades in other places. So it kind of all balances out, really.
And I really think that, it's one of those things where like another year under Christian Roldan's belt, I think he's going to be better this year, if that's even possible to be better this year than last year. I'm just really hoping Jordan Morris doesn't go through a sophomore slump.
He looked good. I talked to a guy at halftime. Not sure how this is a thing that exists in real life, but he had flown in from Italy for the game. Because
Are you serious?
He is a Dynamo fan from Italy.
Wow.
Like, proper Italian guy who had met up with his friend from Colombia who flew in for the game, who was also a Dynamo fan.
Wow. So two Dynamo fans from overseas, which is the same amount of Dynamo fans in Houston, ironically enough.
But they came up to us. We were out in the little smoking vaping section at halftime, and they came up and they were like, because they know the Dynamo, but they don't follow MLS super closely. And they came up and they were like, "Who's number 13 on your team? That kid is incredible. Like, just
he said he's the MLS rookie,
brilliant raw talent."
Jordan Morris.
We said he's Jordan Morris, and they were like, "Is he American?" We were like, "Yeah, he's on the national team. He's kind of up and coming, rising star." They were like, "Damn, that's a shame. We want him."
Yeah. So you're saying that when Jordan Morris goes to like Serie A, it's your fault for when these guys were like undercover scouts for like Napoli or something?
I hadn't even considered that. They did say they were. They did say they were Dynamo fans, to be fair, and that they were just there to enjoy the game.
That's the perfect excuse, though. That's the perfect excuse to be like, yeah, we're Dynamo fans, but we're definitely watching number 13 because we're undercover scouts.
That's heartbreaking. Why'd you have to make it worse?
And we end the video on a sad note, which is fitting after that sad result.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a fun trip, though.
It has. It's been a good trip, yeah. Houston is...
hanging out. We got some Tex-Mex tonight.
Houston is Houston.
I mean, yeah, Houston's... yeah. But, no, it's been fun seeing people and hanging out.
Yeah, it's been good. Good trip. Yeah, thanks for watching EBFG TV as always. We'll see you later in the week for a match preview against, you know, l'Impact de Montréal. French.
French. Francais. Bye.
Nailed it.
I had to put a clip of this in the vlog because we've been...
Live PD! Live PD! Live PD!
We've been obsessed with this show, Live PD, that we discovered in watching TV in Toronto. And it's basically just live cops. It's questionable how live it is, but it's trashy and wonderful, and we absolutely love it. So that's what we're doing tonight.
And it reminds Brian of home.
I got nothing. I got nothing. We'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, just made it home, just picked up the pup from the dog sitter. Colton took the light rail back up to Seattle. I drove back down to Tacoma, obviously. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the vlog. It's gonna be probably a shorter one than maybe you guys are used to from us. I know I usually do a lot of crazy travel montages. I'll probably throw one in here too, just, you know, cause, but yeah, I didn't film as much kind of walking around Houston and whatnot as usual, but honestly, most of the time we just spent chilling in the hotel room hanging out, so there wasn't a whole lot to show. But we had fun. I mean, obviously as we discussed in the kind of the post-match thing, result was not what we wanted, and the kind of the look of the team on the field was not what we wanted. But you know, first game of the season, they're coming off that kind of champions hangover. It seems like it happens to most teams after they win the cup. At least after they win the cup for the first time. So I'm not worried. You know, we got time, we got new players, people still need to click, and yeah, we'll see. It's a long season, so that is, as I said, pretty much it for this vlog. Thank you guys for watching. As always, we really appreciate it. We're gonna kind of get back in the regular swing of things with our match previews, match reviews, and we'll be doing the fan cams of the home games and stuff again. We didn't do any this time. Everyone kind of left the stadium real quick after it was over, and I find it hard to blame them. It was pretty disappointing, and people were just not having a great time, and we didn't want to kind of corner people and make them do interviews. So we'll be getting back into the swing of that with probably the first home game, and you can expect a match review and match preview and all that for the upcoming Montreal game as well. So we will see you then, and until next time, goodbye.